Now step to the top of your mat. You might want to have your blocks handy. Bring your feet hip width apart. Then lift up all of your toes and spread them out. Feel the three corners of the feet rooting down into the floor. That's the big toe mound, the pinky toe mound, and the heel. And then starting with your pinky toes, put the toes back into the mat one at a time, strengthening all the little muscles in the feet. Then rooting through the feet, drop the tail. Let the tail just relax down. Draw your belly up and in to engage your core. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Reach out through the fingertips and lift through the top of the head. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Exhale to bow forward. Arms come to the sides and all the way down to forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway. Belly goes up and in. Exhale and fold. Step your right foot back. Drop the knee, uncurl the toes, and bring the left ankle underneath the knee. Now you could choose to use a block here, bringing it under the right hand, or you could bring your right hand to the floor with the wrist underneath the shoulder. Root through the inside edge of the left foot. Draw your belly up and in. Feel your core strong and engaged, and gently press the top of the back foot into the floor. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. Lift the gaze to the hand or turn it to the side of the room. Hug the inside of the left leg toward your midline. Breathe slow and steady. Little bend in the right elbow. Exhale, the left hand comes to the floor on the outside of the left foot. Curl the back toes under to lift the back knee off the floor and come to low lunge. Breathe in. Exhale and step back to plank. You could step straight back or you could go through table as well. And you could be in plank on your knees or you could be in plank with the knees lifted. Either way, see if you can feel energy rising up from the knees to the top of the head if you're on your knees, or from the heels up to the top of the head if your knees are lifted. Breathe in. Exhale, drop the knees and slowly lower onto your belly. Bring your chin to the mat, wrists underneath the elbows. Inhale to lift the chin and the chest to low cobra. And we'll pause here for 5 breaths. Press the tops of the feet down. Drop your tail down actively to engage the glutes. Hug the elbows in. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. And lengthen the back of the neck. Couple more breaths. Working the back body. As you exhale, slowly lower down. As you inhale, either press straight back to down dog, or you could press to your knees first and then go back. In downward dog, spread the whole hand across the floor. Often we jam the base of the palm into the earth. See if you can spread that force across the whole hand, even out into the tips of your fingers. And then take a tiny bend in the knees to feel the hips lift. And then let go of the shoulder blades and let them come down and around on the rib cage. Bend your knees even more. Take a breath in. Then exhale to jump or step the feet to meet the hands. Come to forward fold. Uttanasana. Inhale to rise up halfway. Draw your belly up and in. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Lift the arms overhead and then release them to your side. Step back to the top of your mat. Bring your feet hip width apart. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead as you root the feet down. Exhale, bow forward, forward fold. Inhale to rise up halfway. Exhale to fold. Step the left foot back. Drop the knee. Uncurl the toes. Bring the right foot underneath the ankle. You decide if you'd like your hand right on the floor or you could bring it to a block. The block will lift you a little higher and give you a little more space. Now root through the inside edge of the right foot. Gently press the top of the back foot down. Draw the belly up and in to sweep the right hand up, opening the heart. Gaze might lift to the hand or stay looking at the side of the room. Keep drawing the belly up and in to make room for the twist. Each time you exhale and draw the belly up and in, you might get a little deeper. Exhale the right hand to the floor. Curl the back toes under, lift the back knee to come to low lunge. Breathe in. Exhale, step back to plank. In plank, imagine if your knees are lifted, imagine you are in mountain pose. So you're rooting through the feet, drawing the belly up and in, creating space in the shoulder blades, and lengthening the neck. One more breath in. Exhale, knees to the floor, slowly lower down onto your belly. Bring your chin to the mat, wrists underneath the elbows. This time you can press a little higher using the arms to full cobra, or you could stay in low cobra. We'll stay here for 5 breaths, building strength in the back body. Tops of the feet press down. Tail actively presses down to engage the glutes. Elbows hug in close to the body. Shoulder blades come down the back, actively down, and the back of the neck lengthens. One more breath. Then curl your toes under and exhale to press straight back to down dog, or you could go onto your knees first and then press back. Plant the hands, lift the hips, drop the heels, and take 2 more breaths. Bend your knees a little bit as you take a breath in, then exhale to jump or step the feet forward to meet the hands. Come to forward fold. Inhale to rise up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale to press to standing, arms reach up and overhead. Exhale, arms release. Take a moment to pause. Bring your hands onto your heart so you can feel your heart beating. Notice what you are giving your energy to in this moment. Decide if it's something you want to keep giving your energy to. And if not, either let your awareness be soft and still, giving your energy to nothing, or maybe giving it to a positive thought, something you're grateful for perhaps, something you love about yourself. Open your eyes if they're closed. Release your hands to your sides. Step back to the top of your mat. Root the feet down. Inhale the arms up. Breathe in. Exhale and bow forward. Come to forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale and fold. Step the left foot back. Drop the knee. Uncurl the toes and bring the right knee over the ankle. So you could stay here with the knee down, doing just what we did before. If you'd like to go deeper, come to low lunge. by lifting the back knee. Bring your left wrist underneath the shoulder or onto a block, and then sweep the right arm up to come into a revolved lunge. If your knee is lifted, press the back of the knee up, root through the inside edge of the right foot, draw the belly up and in. Feel the energy from the back heel all the way up to the top of the head, flowing. Exhale the right hand to the floor. Breathe in. Then exhale to step back to plank. Breathe in. Then exhale back to downward dog. Press straight back. Breathe in. Bend the knees a little bit and then jump or step the feet to meet the hands. Come to forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale and fold. Step the right foot back. You can leave the knee lifted or you could drop the knee. Your choice. You can use a block under the right hand or you can bring the hand to the floor. Then sweep the left hand up to come into the revolved lunge. Keep pressing through the inside edge of the left foot. Press the back of the back knee up. Draw the belly up and in. Exhale, left hand comes to the floor. Breathe in, lengthen heel to crown. Breathe out to step back to plank. Breathe in. Then exhale to lift the hips up and press back to downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in, bend the knees a little bit, then jump or step the feet to meet the hands. Come to forward fold. Engage your core, draw the belly up and in to lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Straighten the spine, send the hips back as you bend the knees, then inhale, press to standing, arms reach overhead. Exhale, arms to the sides. Step to where your feet are a little wider than hip width apart. Soften the knees. And then feel the central axis of your body. I like to imagine it like a pillar. There's this pillar of integrity that runs right down the center of the body. It's made up of the spine and the deep postural muscles. Feel that connection. And then moving from that central pillar, inhale to twist to the left and let the arms float up to shoulder height. Then exhale to turn forward and let the arms float back to your side. Inhale to the right, arms float up. Exhale forward, arms float down. Go at your own pace. See if you can stay centered in the awareness of that central axis of stability. This is one way we can practice brahmacharya, conservation of energy, bringing the energy back home. Now begin to make your movements a little smaller each time that you turn. Still focused on the central axis of stability. And then allow yourself to eventually come back to not moving at all. Open your eyes and bring your feet, if they're closed, and bring your feet hip width apart. Find a gazing point on the wall or the floor. Root down through the feet, lift through the top of the head, and then shift your awareness into the left foot. Bring the right toes to the mat. Keep rooting down through the standing foot. Hug the outside of the hip in, then lift the right knee, turn it to the side, and bring the sole of the right foot to the standing leg. You could be on your ankle with your toes on the floor. You could be on the calf, or you could grab the ankle to move the foot onto the upper thigh. The thigh and the foot are together. Press them together as if they were prayer hands to create a little more stability. Gauge your core. Don't forget about that. And then when you're ready, you can let the arms float up. Vrikshasana, tree pose. Now, your tree might not have branches growing up. It might be growing branches down, maybe like a live oak. And they might be really small baby branches, and the palms might be at the heart. Couple more moments. Practice balance. Then land the right foot back on the floor, return the arms to the sides, and come to mountain pose. Root the feet down, lift the head up, find a gazing point, and then shift your weight into the right foot. Bring the left toes to the mat. Lift the left knee up, turn it to the side, bring the sole of the left foot to the standing leg. If you're feeling wobbly, root through the right foot, hug the outside of the hip in. That will help stabilize. Once you've discovered where you'd like your foot to land on the standing leg, you can let your arms find their place. Often we get so wrapped up in where the energy is going, and we forget where it's coming from. Just like in balance poses, we get wrapped up in the flare, the arms, the prettiness. The stability is coming from deep inside, from the little muscles in the foot. Take a moment to be grateful for the stability that you have right now. Then root your left foot back down. Arms come to the sides. Step to the top of your mat if you aren't already there. Feet come to hip width apart. As you come to mountain pose, inhale, feet down, arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips and bow forward. Inhale, rise up halfway, strong core. Exhale and fold. Now bring one knee and the other down to the mat as you come to table. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Bring the legs together. Then begin to rock your hips side to side. You might just rock a little bit, or they might rock a lot, going all the way to the floor. Do an equal amount on each side and then come back to table. Bring the knees under the hips. Breathe in and exhale the hips back to the heels. Extend the arms overhead and bring the forehead to the mat for child's pose.